hope that you are all doing very well. Welcome to this year's Sensory Summit. I am so thrilled to be kicking off the summit today. We are going to do a short 15-minute welcome call just to answer any of your questions that you have, to tell you a little bit more about what to expect from the summit. I can see that a couple of you are already here with me. So if you are, will you let me know that you can hear me, that you can see me? Let us know where you are coming from or if you're joining live. And as a reminder, whether you're watching this on the live or whether you're watching this on the like afterwards on the replay, that's the word, you can go ahead and tick off one of your bingo blocks. If you have got our bingo card, once you've downloaded that card, you can actually click the little boxes, the box icon, and it ticks. And then you can use those to enter our prizes. But I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. We will be going into all of that as we go along. But as you're joining us, let us know where you are coming from. I know we have many, many countries represented, many, many states represented, and also many professions. So I wanted to, firstly, I always feel silly introducing myself because I do it so many times, but in case we haven't met, my name is Holly Peretz. I am a pediatric occupational therapist, and I am the hostess for the summit as well as the founder of Precision CPD, which is an online platform for accredited learning and is all about getting you all of the learning that you need that is relevant to your profession, that is accessible and affordable, and is also multidisciplinary. And you will see through our summit that that is a big focus on everything that we do. But for now, oh, by the way, if you are coming in on the chat, I see you. Rhonda is with us. Hi, Rhonda. So nice to have you here. It might like tell you that you have to put in details or whatever. You can just write your name on the comment as well. That's also fine. Okay, so the reason that we put together this summit, and you may have heard me talk about this already in one of the talks today, was that, I think sensory is like it's just an incredibly important topic. When we started thinking about this, the feedback that we were getting from all of you that have attended previous events was more sensory, please, more sensory. And it is really, when you get into like actual sensory integration, it is very, very clinical and very, very detailed. And I think that it's something that you need like really intense periods of learning. But in the daily practice of seeing children around you that have sensory needs, I think there's so much that we can learn, like of the basics, of the tools and strategies around sensory regulation, understanding sensory integration, that we don't necessarily need a 2-year really like intensive, almost like a second degree or a post-grad training in, that this kind of sensory understanding and application can be applicable for all professions. So that when I was really thinking about the summit, everyone said we need sensory. And I thought, I don't want to create a summit that's just on the theory. I want to create a summit that you are going to walk away from it and feel like, yes, immediately I know what to do here. That there's immediate, like that kind of transfer of the idea or the theory into what you're seeing directly in front of you in that like moment to moment time when you're working with kids, and you don't have time to like refer back to your sensory textbook or anything like that. I remember one of my kids that I worked with. Hi, Blanks got glitched from Alberta, Canada. Nice to see you with us. I remember one kid that I was working with, a very sensory kid. I decided sensory, let's do sensory. And I got like, I don't know if you've seen those, like they're kind of like a shell pool. They are not small. It's not like a small sensory tub. It's massive. And I filled it with this thing that was like really trending back then. I mean, this was quite a while ago, which was like a goop. It was almost like slime, but it was like kind of pieces. And I thought, this is going to be great. This is so sensory. And he came in, he took one look at this thing and he flipped. He was like a very strong kid. He flipped this whole pool over, and that stuff is like impossible to clean. And I share the story because it's, well, for me at least, it was really funny at the end after all the cleaning, and also, like, of course, like supporting that kid because actually it stressed him out a lot, is that sometimes when it comes to sensory, that's what we think, like, okay, sensory, let's get slime, or let's get goop, or let's get rainbow rice. And we just think of the sensory tools and we kind of forget about that clinical understanding, which I know each and every one of you, as therapists, as educators, you are bringing this really good clinical understanding into everything that you do with children. All of your years of training, all of your years of practice, you bring that in. But somehow, and I say this, I really think it's for all of us, when it comes to sensory, we kind of just like throw spaghetti at the wall and we just go for whatever we've heard might be sensory, without really bringing in that like full clinical reasoning. So that is the reason behind the summit, and the reason that we are really diving into case studies specifically, because I want you not only to have a good grip on the theory, but really feel that this is like already in your toolbox and ready to use for tomorrow. And then the reason that we're doing it multidisciplinary is because, again, I think when we learn in a silo, that training or that understanding isn't often passed down across all of the people that are working and serving this child. And when we learn together, we actually see such a fuller picture of not just what happens in like this 30 minutes of therapy, or just within the classroom, for example, because therapy might be different to the classroom, but we get this like really much deeper and much more holistic picture of children. So I know that sometimes you're listening to a different therapist that's outside of your practice area, your profession. I want you to keep an open mind with all of these ideas and be asking yourself as well, how can I be applying this in my profession, in my context, with the children I work with? And get creative and out of the box on how you kind of pick and choose and take a side step and adjust some of the things that you are hearing and learning about as well. So if you are here on the free ticket, you should have received this morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time an email with the links for today. I know a few of you have already reached out and said, I didn't get the links. Unfortunately, emails often land in spam. This is something that we do everything that we can to avoid that happening. But unfortunately, it's also out of our hands to a certain extent. We recommend that the best thing that you can do is add our email, which is info@precisioncpd.com, into your safe list or into your address book of your email. And that often helps it just to direct it to the right place. But alternatively, if you're not sure where the emails are landing up, you can always just search inside of your email for Precision CPD. You see, also, unfortunately, in promotions and spam folders, often things aren't dated like chronologically. They can be put in such strange places. So it's also a really hard place to just look for something. So if you search in the top of your email, often that's the easiest way to go about it. So you get emails at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time each morning, and you have 24 hours to watch and enjoy the free showing of the portion of those interviews. And then if you are here on the VIP ticket, you obviously have extended access. The CEUs are valid for about a year. I think they end at the end of September 2026. So you need to have finished the course and done the assessment before then. But you will be accessing the course inside of your portal. So the free ticket, you get the link and you're watching it on the website. You don't need to log in or anything like that. And then the VIPs, you are logging into the portal, which you would have gotten all of your passwords and all of that set up already. And there you'll be accessing the full talks, and you are welcome to like be alongside everybody on the free ticket, watching as many as you can during this week. But also, if you want to come during your summer holidays or a snowed in day or whatever it would be when you do your CEUs, you can also leave some of it for then. So what I wanted to mainly tell you about today is that this is a fun event. We have bingo running and we have some amazing prizes. So basically, your bingo card, you would have received an email from us. And if you haven't, you can also, if you can't find this anywhere, you can also just reach out to us and we will make sure that we get it to you. But the email basically has the bingo card that you can click on it and download it. And there's all kinds of tasks that you need to do, like sending in a speaker a note to say that you really enjoyed their talk. They love that, by the way. Like, I think there's nothing better than when you really put yourself out there and you're doing a training in an online space where you don't see the person on the other side, to hear feedback that your talk went really well, or that somebody else learned from your talk and that they're going to be implementing that with the kids that they work with, that is gold. So that's like one of our tasks. Another one is to listen to an interview, to grab one of the speaker freebies. So all of those are different tasks on the bingo card. You complete the task, tick the bingo, and when you get a line for a cross, you come into the Facebook group and you can paste that bingo line, and then you get your name in the hat for one of our prizes. So that bingo line for today will be open for the full day, and you definitely want to enter. Let me tell you about today's prize. So we have Donated by Therapy Shop. I actually had it open here, and now it's like disappeared for me. But Donated by Therapy Shop, we have an amazing bundle of prizes that they have given, which is valued at over $250. And they are giving us like this incredible bundle of all kinds of sensory kit for supporting neurodiverse students, which has all of like your favorite things that you want in terms of a sensory kit. They are giving also a breathing ball, a tote, along with a wiggle seat and a wiggle wobble chair bouncers. And you can go, and they've also given for everyone that's attending the summit a 10% off coupon if you purchase something for $35 or more. So you can see this information in your email. Also, it's on the Facebook group. But come and get your name in the hat for that prize, because it is a good one. Then tomorrow, we also have a prize that it has been donated by, I just want to make sure I get the name right, Kind Bar. And they have these amazing kind of systems that you can put underneath a chair for a child that is sitting at a desk, where they can really use all of that sensory input from the bar to regulate themselves while they are seated. So this is an amazing thing. It's not like one of those like just chaiing TheraBand around a chair and then it always like stretches or breaks or pops or rolls up. This is something that is separate to the chair. So it really provides that consistent input. And then on the third day, we have somebody walking away with a gift card from Play Therapy Supply. I believe it is a $250 gift card from Play Therapy Supply, which is another awesome prize for you to start building out your stock. I'm sure you'll have a lot of ideas of sensory things that you want to have available as well by the end of the summit. So make sure that you come and do that with the bingo card. I would love to see you in the Facebook group. I know not everybody is on Facebook, but if you are, come introduce yourself. We'd love to get to know you more. And apart from that, if you have any questions at any point, go over to our FAQ page, which is precisioncpd.com/sensory FAQ, one word. And you'll find all of your questions that you may have there. And then if you can't get your question solved or you're really lost with something, feel free to reach out to us at info@precisioncpd.com. I really encourage you to use the email and not reach out to us on social media, especially Facebook. Sometimes the messages get hidden and then we only see them weeks later and it's not relevant anymore. So please make sure to reach out on email to us at info@precisioncpd.com. I'm so thrilled to have all of you with us. I know that you're going to I know and I hope that you are going to just really benefit from the summit, and at the end of the day, that each of the kids that you serve, the incredible work that you are doing, that those kids would really benefit. We know that sensory is like something that we are all seeing more and more and more of a need for, and I hope that you leave with really a full bag of tricks and tools to go along with you each day. Thanks, everyone. Bye.